Hey guys, welcome back to Senegalese Twisted. Today I'm back again with another review for Maîtresse d'un homme marié. Today I'm going to talk about episode 23 and let's jump right into it because finally things are happening and it's not only about Tyro 2.0 and Dalanda, and we like that. The first scene starts with Mansoura, Salif and Biram. Salif is joining Mansoura and Biram and he gives Biram a file and he admits to Biram that he has been wrong about his assumptions, and he states that the audit was correct and he was wrong about the numbers and that everything seems fine. Not only that, but he's even telling Biram that he's happy that he's now the head of Seneginja and the aquatic project. He says that everything has been going well and that Cheikh did an amazing thing by trusting his brother Biram to be the head of the company. In the next scene, we see that Cheikh is at the seminar and he's giving a whole presentation about his journey with Seneginja, about entrepreneurship and how he wanted to do something else because now he's not the CEO anymore of Seneginja. So he's explaining to the other people that he wants to do something else where he can combine entrepreneurship with real estate. Next, we see that Amsa is, getting into the house. She's waking up Pagay, her uncle, and she asks him, where is Biram? And he's telling Amsa that Biram has left really early this day and that he's not at home. But her uncle also wants to know, like, how are you and Biram going? And Amsa is telling her uncle that me and Biram, we're okay. And she's also telling him that she knows that Mère Diagne and Pagay were trying to set them up. So Amsa tells her uncle that, Biram still loves Jalika, so it's not going to happen. And Pagay's like, what do you mean he still loves Jalika? And she's like, he told me. Then there's a whole scene with Salif and the guy who is interested in buying the aquatic apartments, and it's just the whole ad about a rental car. I'm sick and tired of these ads. Next, we are with Cheikh, and Cheikh is talking with a gentleman and telling him that he's very excited to work with the man and have like a partnership. Then the woman comes up to talk with him and her name is Laila, and she's also interested in a partnership with Cheikh, but she is offering to actually discuss it over a couple of drinks and that he can do his presentation and that she can decide there and then whether she wants to do the partnership or not. Then we arrive at a scene that I never thought would come because I thought that Aminta Fall was not in the show anymore. But in this scene, you see that Aminta Fall, Mère Diagne, Pagay are seated. And this is kind of like a meeting where Pagay wants them to make up, and he is telling both of these women that it has been a while since they have talked to each other, and that as Muslims, people who believe in God, they should not be mad at each other or have some kind of hate. And then Aminta Fall is like apologizing, and she's saying that she is like that and that she saw her friend not being able to take care of her husband and going through whatever she went through, that she got him food, clothing and everything, but she truly wants Mère Diagne to forgive her. Then it's Mère Diagne's time to talk, and she's like, yeah, but the thing that I would have wanted was for you to come and talk to me instead of going behind my back to feed my husband, give him clothing and all of that, because then it seems as if you're saying that the relationship that I have with my husband, that something is lacking and you're the one who is making up for it. And they both understand. Mère Diagne does say that she does forgive Aminta Fall and that she also missed her friend. Page ends it by saying that, you know what, there's something missing. It's not over yet, because once you have forgiven each other, you have to shake hands. Then we move on to Taïru 2.0, and he's with his friend who apparently is called Edie. Edie is telling him that the mistake he made was unforgivable and that they want to remove him as a doctor. And Taïru 2.0 is telling Edie that, Edie, this is all your fault. I told you I was not in the right mindset. My mind wasn't there, and you insisted that I do the operation. If I would have been in the right mindset, I would never have made such an error. Edie tries to reassure him and tell him that he's going to talk with the authorities to make sure that everything goes well. Do you remember that Taïru 2.0 literally told them that this is a procedure without any risk? Then Lala calls Cheikh and she's asking him where he is and when he's going to come and see the kids. And of course, Noura wants to talk with her dad. And before Lala passes on the phone to Noura, Cheikh tells Lala that he's at a seminar and that he will come and see the kids soon. He talks with Noura. Noura tells him what she wants from him, as in like presents, and she wants dolls and books. And she passes the phone back to her mom, and her mom is like, please don't spoil this child. And Cheikh needs to reassure her to say that, you know what, no, Noura, she knows herself and she is really smart. She's doing really well at school. She's not being too spoiled. And at that moment, Lila comes in and Cheikh is like, Lala, I'll speak to you soon. I need to hang up. He hangs up and the woman is like, yeah, when are you going to invite me? And he's like, what are you doing in my room? But she responds in like by walking towards him until they're on the bed, and the rest you can guess. Then we're back with Taïru 2.0 and he is having flashbacks to what Mom Binta told him when she was really mad at him. And what she said was, we only want the best for Mom, and if you really wanted the best for Mom, why would you marry another woman and put her life in danger? And as he's thinking about that, he's literally crying. Then we see that the mother of the child that actually died was with Dalanda. And Dalanda is, you know, introducing herself. Her name is Dalanda. And that she also lost a baby recently, and that she is passing on her condolences to this woman. And the woman, you know, returns the condolences. Dalanda is, you know, apologizing for barging in, tells her that she's a lawyer and that she thinks that her son's death was not an accident, and that the doctor who did the procedure was not actually in the right state or was unable to perform the procedure. And the woman is like, I agree that, you know, it shouldn't be, you know, brushed off this easily, and it shouldn't be too easily to just accept my son's death. But she does want to know, like, what do you want me to do? And Dalanda's like, I want you to open a case against this doctor. And this woman is like, yeah, but I need to know, who are you? And she's like, I am the ex-wife of Dr. Taïru 2.0. Then we go back to Cheikh, and Cheikh is telling Lila that he hopes this is the last time this is going to be a thing, because he is trying to reconcile with his ex-wife. Lala is like, well, between my husband, the kids, work, I don't have time to chase you. But the only thing that Cheikh heard was my husband. He's like, you are a married woman? And the woman is like, yeah, everybody knows. And again, Cheikh is in shock. He's like, you are a married woman? Yeah, so whatever happened is not going to leave this room. But he's still in shock, and I think that this is the moment where Maîtresse d'un homme marié became Maître d'une femme mariée, the mister of a married woman. In the last scene, we see that Salif has invited Mansoura in the dark, and it's a bit sketchy. And Mansoura is telling him that, you know what, Salif, it is very, suspicious that you invite me at this hour at this place. Salif is warning Mansoura and telling her that, you know what, the movie is just starting, Mansoura. And he's also saying to her that she doesn't know anything about him. But you know what? Here, gives his phone. And she reads it and asks Salif, like, why did you make us think that everything was okay with, the audit? And why are you showing me this? Do you want me to talk to the director of finance? But Salif doesn't want to hear anything. He's like, please don't insult my intelligence, because I know you are the only one who could have pulled this off. And the finance person, I'm sure that person is a part of your spiel, and that person is Anita, I think. Salif is explaining to Mansoura that whenever he talked about the audit and the numbers being alright, that Biram was his usual arrogant and high self, but that her reaction was, surprising to him, but also all telling. Mansoura's reaction is to applaud for Salif, but Salif isn't done. He's telling her that, you know what, there is nothing that can benefit me from, snitching on you. So what I want is for you to talk to Biram, or convince Biram to sell the aquatic projects. And not only are you going to convince Biram to sell the aquatic projects, what you're also going to do is give me a part of the money from the sale of Biram City. Mansoura's like, I cannot do that. But Salif is like, so you rather want to go to prison? Mansoura leaves, and Salif is like, thank you, Mansoura. I love working with cooperative people. That was it for episode 23 of Maîtresse d'un homme marié. I have to admit that a lot has happened. Even though we haven't seen Mommy yet, there is still a lot that we can dissect. Compared to the previous episodes, I would say that a lot has happened, and the focus now is more shifting on to the whole Biram, Mansoura and Salif thing, but also now with Cheikh and this Layla, because now the roles are, reversed, because now Cheikh is the mister of a married woman. I don't know how this is going to play into his relationship that he's going to reconcile with Lala, but I'm sure that it's going to bite him in the ass, because you would see that the next partner or the next thing that Cheikh wants to do with Senegalese is going to be with her husband. And I really want to know how Tairu 2.0 is going to react when he sees that Dalanda really is going to make her promise true, to ruin his career as well. But also, like, how is this going to affect the twins, because Yolande does not play with her mom at this moment. There's so much that can happen, and I cannot wait for the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next weekend.